the event professionals today globally suffer from some kind of anxiety or depression. Today we have with us a special guest. We have Ms. Poonam Lal, who is the chair at EEMA WeCare initiative, and she is also into her own events industry business since last 15 years. She is the managing director at Marketing Solutions based in New Delhi. Welcome to our session, Poonam, and thank you for giving us time today. We would like to understand from you what is your take on the well-being in our sector. We understand that you have been counseling, you have been advocating, and you have been voicing this concern for our industry with a lot of passion. We would like to request you to introduce us to your initiative.
Thank you, Raghav. Thank you for having me today. And I'm really grateful that we're getting this platform to talk about an initiative or an issue which is very relevant to this industry, given that events in itself is an extremely demanding profession where we get so involved in it that for us, uh, there is no beginning and no end of a day when we're doing events. So the stress has a tendency to carry forward into our personal lives also. We'll come to that later. Let me just start by introducing WeCare, which I chair for the Entertainment Management Association in India. WeCare is an initiative which we started in 2016, um, primarily to work towards creating a safe workplace for women in events. I'm sure you're aware that 40% of the workforce in events is women. And we wanted to work towards creating a safe and conducive environment for them. And in the second phase, we wanted to work towards the well-being of the industry.
Sorry, it's 15% that you mentioned. 15% of workforce is women.
40%.
40%. That's a huge
Yes,
number.
that's a huge number. So, we started by doing simple things, taking care of their safety, making sure agencies adhered to taking care of their employees. Then we added workshops where we started guiding employers as well as employees about um, the way they could give better environment for their people to work in. We started educating them. We started doing workshops on harassment, whether it was sexual, whether it was work-related harassment. And then we also in 2017 launched a helpline, which was like a reach out point. A lot of times girls feel that they can't talk about issues and they want, they either just stay with it, they keep it within themselves, adding to their stress, and they kind of scared about the repercussions of discussing this. So we launched WeCare Helpline as a reach out point for them, where they could talk to a complete stranger, take advice, rant, went out, get it out of their systems. And it worked very well for us. We gradually added a lot of counseling to it, and people could use our counselors pro bono, use lawyers pro bono. So it worked out well. And then when pandemic hit, we converted it into a 24/7 emotional support, so that people who were going through the backlash of having no work at all for one whole year, they could at least talk to somebody. It was an extremely painful time for a lot of people. Some lost their jobs, some lost their businesses. And it was something we were just not prepared for. So I think the helpline, EMA immediately swung into action and brought in a helpline which was available 24/7 to people with trained trauma handling counselors who would be there to advise them, guide them, just talk to them, allow them to talk. And we were there to listen to them. And we kind of maintained complete confidentiality on this. And it was up to them whether they wanted to use counselors, they wanted to use any legal advisors. So it was like that. And I think gradually now, it's been 5 months since we've been collating data. We've realized that we've got up to 490 calls that we have serviced in these months. And strangely, I never realized, but when we were analyzing the data, we realized that close to um, in 2 months there were more men using the service than women.
That's a very noble task that you have carried out, and especially in these times where because of this disruption that the pandemic has caused, a lot of people have lost their job, a lot of shops have been shut. What is your take? Like, how has this initiative helped such people who have been under tremendous stress or depression because of the COVID? Can you give some facts and figures here?
So Raghav, if you look at it, there isn't much we can, nothing much tangibly that we can do for them, in the sense that I can't give them a job. I can't give them something they've lost, but we can give them hope. And that is what we have tried to constantly give them, trying to explain to them that this is not something that they are facing as individuals. This is something we are facing as an industry, we're facing as a world. The entire world is going through this. So it's just like hand holding them through this. We have done workshops, mental well-being workshops with Podar for them, the Podar Foundation. That is a lot of very good workshops. We've advised them on finding things to occupy their mind where they feel that they can contribute, and they feel useful. We kind of tell them to do meditation, because um, everyone feels that that really helps. It calms you. It gives you a little reassurance within yourself that things will change. There is always light at the end of a tunnel.
Absolutely. And at EMA, we also have a lot of industry veterans. Are they also open to talk to the other, members and even professionals, like some kind of counseling or some kind of emotional support?
So I think Roshan Abbas, the president of EMA, as well as the entire NEC, put their entire weight behind, the WeCare helpline. And they were the ones who encouraged me to take this on and take this forward. And with all their support, and I think they understand that it has really helped them. And therefore, I see that they go the extra mile to ensure that we put out, they've kind of helped us do great campaigns to talk about the helpline. They've brought in a lot of, they themselves have been part of these campaigns, and we've been able to spread word, and I think that has really helped. And all of them are available for counseling and for talking to people if they should they want it.
Absolutely. And you principally started this initiative to help out and reach out to women in the events industry. What, according to you, would be the main suggestions coming from you to the working women in our industry, how they can maintain their work-life balance and promote their mental and physical well-being?
So well, I think women say so many different roles. Um, they don't just come to work and forget about the rest of it. They're not so fortunate. So they look after work, they look after their homes. Many of them have children who they look after. They have elders at home. So it's a whole lot of pressure on them to get through a day, get through work, get through life. But I think if they kind of just figure out a way to balance it a little, and find to find time for themselves, to do things that make them feel good, to maybe read, meditate, exercise, eat well. It's so important that I see women, uh, putting so much focus in making sure that the family eats well. But by the time they come to themselves, they're either too tired to make the effort. So they have to understand that if they are well, the whole family is well, and if they are happy, the whole family is happy, because everything stems from them. So it's important for them to look after themselves very much. They should get away, go find some me time, do things they enjoy doing, and of course, stay happy and peaceful.
Absolutely. And what is your personal mantra for remaining active and your emotion and maintaining your emotional and physical well-being? Because I'm sure, like everybody has, you must have also have some points of anxiety and maybe when your mood was not that great. How did you manage to lift your spirits up at that time?
I do this very frequently. What you see behind me, I run away. I take these breaks very often. But no, I follow what I've just been telling you. I read a lot. I make sure I have a very I mean, I follow a certain routine. I get up in the morning, I make sure I do yoga no matter how tired I am. I don't feel like I'm lazy, but I get up. I have that, little things that I make sure I do for myself, and I generally get by the day. And especially after having handled the WeCare helpline, I feel that I'm so lucky and I'm so fortunate that I am happy, I'm well, I'm healthy. And if that's also the reason why I want to be able to communicate this to people, that it's if they could just give this much of time to their needs and follow a routine for themselves, they'll be so much happier and healthier. Work you always have to do. I mean, there is no getting away from that, whether it's at home or it's at the workplace. वो तो करना ही है, but वो करने में थोड़ा सा समय अपने लिए निकालना बहुत जरूरी है. And
Absolutely.
prioritize, focus, calm, talk. It's very important to talk out your anger, frustration. You should always have someone to talk to.
Absolutely. And Poonam, what's your personal take on the future of events? What do you
We'll
feel
come
would be
back.
the upcoming trends?
We're definitely coming back. We're Events is all about the human connection, and we will. I mean, fine. Currently, we're doing virtuals. Currently, we're doing hybrids. But eventually, nothing will replace the live events as they used to be. And I'm sure um, sometime during this year, we will see them coming back full fledged.
Wonderful. And if you have to give a piece of advice to working professionals in our industry, how to cope up with stress and anxiety, what those three, four main points would be?
Stay calm, meditate, find your center yourself. I think it's very important to find, to center yourself. And like I said, sleep well, eat well, exercise, do things that make you happy. Read, watch films, listen to music, go out with friends. It's simple. Life is so simple. We just complicate it. We
Yes,
kind of just make everything so big in our minds that, and that, the mind treats us like a marionette. They treat us like a puppet. So they'll keep playing with us and make things look good or bad depending upon the mind's mind. So I think we should just let go of things, not hold on to anger, not hold on to frustrations. It's we always going to face ups and downs in life, but
okay,
no 2 days are going to be the same.
absolutely. And any upcoming plans in regards to your WeCare initiative, anything you're planning ahead for?
We're hoping to do something really exciting in March, and we want to launch a mentorship program for women. And so they feel, that they have idols who they can emulate, they can learn from, they can get inspired from. So we're looking to create that and do some more good work in expanding our helpline, offering more services to people, doing more workshops where people benefit and find ways to tackle mental pressures. And yeah, I hope in the whole scenario, I hope the government looks a little kindly at our industry, because 10 million people work in this industry. And I hope that they consider the bad time that we've gone through and make some concessions so that we come back to normalcy fast.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure talking to you, Poonam, today, and definitely we wish you all the very best in your noble initiative to continue promoting well-being in our industry. Thank you for joining us.